Welcome to the next exciting lesson where we'll talk about marketing your book directly inside Amazon. Trust me, having a fantastic book is just half the battle. The other half is getting into the right readers. And this is true for anything that you create, any product, any company. Building and creating that thing is half the battle. You have to actually get people to read, to use, to purchase your item. Amazon is obviously a giant, a huge platform, and it gives us a lot of tools to promote the book. This gives us the power to create targeted pay-per-click ads to find the right audience. There are three main types of ads that you can run: sponsored products, sponsored brands, and lock screen ads. Each serves a slightly different purpose, and each of them might or may not be useful for your particular case. Let's discuss them. Amazon advertising works on pay-per-click model. Now, this is good for some things and not so good for other things. Pay-per-click means that you pay whenever somebody clicks on your ad. It doesn't mean they purchase, so it's not pay-per-purchase. It also doesn't mean that you pay every time somebody sees your ad, pay-per-impression. It's pay-per-click. Some of the other platforms, if you run ads on, for example, Facebook, for anything, oftentimes you might pay per impression. So people just see the ad and you have to pay. It's not the case here. But also if they click, it does not guarantee they're actually going to purchase the book. So you need to make sure that, like we talked about earlier, the cover and the copywriting and the title and all of these things have to be compelling, good reviews. And we'll talk a bit more about that in this section as well. But that's the general model for advertising. Let's start off with sponsored products. Sponsored products type of advertising gives you exposure because it brings your book to search results in product pages. It's all based on keywords. So make sure that you're picking keywords that are correct and authentic and relevant for your specific audience and for your book. And when people type in that keyword when they're looking for a book, your book can pop up in the search results. This is the same way that Google advertising works. If you look up something on Google, sponsored links, that's what you get. The best strategy from my experience on sponsored products is to bid on long tail keywords. Long tail is a common phrase in marketing, meaning keywords that are not so popular. So if you imagine kind of a graph or a tail, when the first, let's say 20% are very high traffic keywords, and then there's less and less traffic, and so the keywords at the end are less popular. The reason why I want to click on bid on these is because the big brands really focus on the very big keywords, and they don't have the time to worry about the small keywords. And so that's where you as a small publisher can focus your energy. So you can find small keywords that are not hyper high in traffic, but will still get you some sales. So the strategy is all about starting to turn the wheel, if you will. If you imagine a water wheel, you just get some momentum, some sales, and then you can start bidding on higher and higher keywords, and eventually, hopefully, you'll make it to the top tier keywords. But generally, a good idea to start with the long tail, not so popular keywords. Next, we have sponsored brands. Sponsored brands are ideal if you're an author with multiple books. So if you want to promote an entire series, that's something that you would want to do. And finally, we have lock screen ads. So lock screen ads appear on Kindle devices and Kindle apps. When you close the screen on your Kindle, then there is advertising shown. If you have a new book and you're running a promotion, this might be a great way to target some people. Remember that whatever strategy you choose, the key to success is testing. Testing. The first results you might get are not going to be great. So don't put your entire budget, all your hopes on the first week of a campaign. Make sure that you test and you optimize over time to reach results finally at the end. Another crucial element to marketing your book and getting the conversions to sales is keywords and optimizing for Amazon's algorithm A9. Keywords are the words and the phrases that people search for and that appear in your book title, in the subtitle, and in the description. In the title, subtitle, and description, you want to use relevant keywords, but don't try to overstuff with all these keywords. It has to be readable. It has to be pleasant to the eye. When somebody's reading it, make sure it's not too obvious you're stuffing the keywords. So make it relevant, but also make it humanly readable and pleasant. Book covers play a huge role in convincing people to buy your book. What they read on Amazon is obviously just a text description. The only image, the only visual reference they have is the book cover. And we humans are visual creatures, so the book cover is essential. So make sure you spend time on testing different types of book covers. And we have recorded a video and you've seen it, how to create a book cover using a tool like Dolly. There's plenty of other tools. One great way to test different book covers is to run actually ads on the cover. So this is a bit more a complex strategy, but I'll just give you the outline. So for example, you can take let's say 3 to 5 different book covers, different images, and you can run Facebook ads. We're not going to dive deep into that right now. I actually do have a course on Facebook ads, but there's plenty of courses wherever. But if you can set up 5 different images or 5 different covers, run Facebook ads to these covers, and see which of these ads gets the most clicks, which one gets the most conversions, people actually click on them. It doesn't really matter what's on the other end. You could put a link to your book or whatever you want, but that could be a great way to test which of the book covers actually works well. I find that running Facebook ads is actually very proportionate and very authentic to how people are going to convert on Amazon as well. And lastly, we can't overlook the importance of reviews. Reviews are hugely important, especially at the beginning. If you land on a page of a book on Amazon that has no reviews, you're not likely to buy it. Reviews are very important, both for the algorithm and for us as purchasers, as humans. So if you can, get your family to buy the book, get your mom to buy the book, get your friends to buy the book, and leave a review. And then hopefully people will also, the actual customers who you don't know, will also leave a review. It might be a good strategy to include an encouraging message for the readers of your book, maybe at the end, to leave a review if they enjoyed the book. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. In the next lesson, we're diving into promotions and deals.